This is Papa's Real Estate Podcast Show. Hello, guys. My name is Pafode, and if you're new to this channel, please like, subscribe, share, comment below. Let me know what you think. Every week, I come in here talk about real estate. If you're a returning guest, well, welcome back. Thanks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think. All right. On this week's podcast, we are going to talk about what a lot of people ask me and a lot of people talk about. Should I buy a house now that the prices are high and the interest rates are going up? Or should I sit and wait for the real estate market to crash? Then boom, I come in and buy the houses on few cents on the dollar, meaning that get the houses less cheap and inexpensive. All right, let's talk about that. Well, honestly speaking, if you ask people, everybody will talk about something else, about how real estate market is going to crash, Yes, it will crash eventually. Even a broken clock on the wall that stopped is right at least twice a day. If it's broke and it's stuck at 6 o'clock, it's going to be right twice a day. And that means 6 o'clock in the morning, yeah, it is light. 6 o'clock in the evening, it's on the right time. So if everybody keeps saying one thing, eventually it may happen and say, see, I'm right. I told you guys it's going to happen. See, it's happening now. All right, but let's talk about this thing in aspect. Should I buy a house now or should I wait till the real estate market crash in order for me to buy? All right, so I can't tell you if you should buy now or wait till it crashes, but we can walk through it and put in a few scenarios. And what would those be? All right, housing price is expensive. It's like $500,000, $500,000 to buy a good, decent house in Western Washington. Interest rates are going up. They were in the 2s at some point. They came up to the 3s, and now it looks like they're heading up to the 4%. And every tick in the interest rate going up, it adds some other payment to your monthly mortgage. So if, let's say, the real estate market goes like this and interest rates keep going up and the housing prices keep going up, housing is going to be expensive. And how expensive it's going to get, nobody knows. And if it keep going that way, it's going to be very expensive for a lot of people, and a lot of people that wanted to buy, who can afford now, may not be able to afford it later. But if they wait long enough, when, I don't know, the prices will eventually go down. But when will that be? Nobody knows. I wish I have a crystal ball here that I can look at and tell you when it's going to crash. And I was bringing that crystal ball because I have one, but on my way up here on the stairs, it fell and it broke. So unfortunately, now I don't have a crystal ball to tell you what's going to happen. If it didn't break, I would have told you what would happen. But all jokes aside, if you're looking for a house to buy to live in for you and your family, what matters the most is what you can comfortably afford. Meaning that how much money of my income can I put towards my housing expense? Yeah, the bank will tell you, we want to see your loan to income expenses down to less than 50%. Meaning that if you make $100 a month, we want to see all your expenses less than $50. Meaning like your housing, your car payment, monthly, your credit card payments and things like that. Those are only the things they counted. Just those specific monthly expenses that don't change much. I don't know how they determine that, but those are what your food, your gas, your car insurance, they don't count those, but they will count your credit card bills, your loans that you own, either car or anything else that you make monthly payments on. Then they will put those in together and want to see it less than 50%. But let's say you wanted to buy a house now and it's something you can afford. Prices are high, but you can still afford it. It's okay to buy. Let's say you buy 2022 right now, and then 2023 housing prices go down, let's say 20%. All right. It's a place you're going to need to live anyway. Either you buy that house or you don't. You're going to live somewhere else. Either you're renting or living with somebody, but you got to pay something to live. If this payment is something you're comfortable with and you get a steady job that supports you, it's okay to buy it. If the housing prices go down and you think you can afford more house, you can go ahead and buy more houses. But if you say, I'm going to wait till the housing price crash, we don't know how much longer you're gonna have to wait, and the prices might keep going up, and you're gonna eventually be priced out of the housing market, most likely. But if you buy today and the prices keep going up, at least you're not missing out in terms of you're not going to get priced out of the housing market. And if you're buying a house to live in with your family, you should not be looking at it as if the price is going to go up or is going to go down, because you just need a place to stay. If you buy it at 100,000 today and tomorrow it's worth 80,000, you still have a place to stay. But if you don't buy it today at 100,000 and then the next year comes it's 120,000, well, you missed out on the 20,000. If you're buying a house to flip or to rent out for a short period of time, let's play this scenario. You know you live in an area that you like. You got family and you're growing up and stuff, and you don't have the desire to move out to go somewhere else for the next 5 years or more. Life happens, things can change. But for now, let's say you don't have plans to move out and move somewhere else for the next 5 years or more. It's okay to buy a place that you can afford to live there with your family. If circumstances change later, you're just gonna have to adjust with life. But if you're living in the same area and you've been living there for 5 or 10 years and you don't plan on going somewhere else in the next 5 to 10 years, it's safe to say, get a place. If things change later, you can just adapt. As we humans, the best thing we know how to do is adapt to situations, either good or bad. If it comes, we adapt. So my little sense to put in this aspect of, should I buy houses now or should I wait till the housing market crash to buy? I'll say just buy it. If you're buying it for a place to live with your family, buy it because you're looking for a place to stay. If you're buying it just to make money out of it one way or the other, well, then you have something to think about, and then you have to see what you wanted to risk and what you don't want to risk. But generally speaking, if housing market crashes and prices go down, in most cases, interest rates tend to go down slower or stay the same or even go up. And then the lending criteria gets tightened up. The government will put more rules on what you can do in order to get a loan. Sometimes they will even put the debt to income ratio down to 40%, meaning that your commitments cannot be more than 40% of your salary, including the mortgage that you wanted to take. So if that happens, then you can get it. But right now, it's at about 55%. And I think that's decent, and that is something that's reasonable. So if you're thinking about it and you're on the fence, well, it's something to think about, and it's a big deal to think about. So this is what I'm going to say about that. It's something to think about. Don't let anybody else pressure you into buying, and don't let anybody else talk you out of buying. You should be the one that should think about that and make that move. If you have a partner, sit and think about it. If it's you, well, know the people you're going to get advice from. Because if you get advice from the wrong person, like a random guy sitting here on YouTube telling you what to do, well, sometimes it might cost you, and you might come looking for that random guy, and I'll disappear for so. Well, thank you very much for watching this channel. And if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I'll see you later. Bye.